Engineers Without Borders aims to educate Australian engineers and the wider community on issues of sustainable development, appropriate technology, poverty, and the plight of disadvantaged people around the world. EWB brings together engineering students, young graduates, experienced engineers, and even non-engineers. The objective of EWB is not only to contribute to new and ongoing development projects, but also to provide development training and experience for Australians. In Australia, our activities include workshops, lectures, fundraisers, discussion groups, seminars, and a national conference. High School Outreach is a program where university students and professionals present to high school students about engineering for a better world. There are currently 4 modules being presented or prepared. These include water, energy and climate change, appropriate construction, and sustainability. Each module contains 3 one-hour-long workshops, which generally include an interactive activity for students to get their hands dirty. University groups at UWA and Curtin currently present these workshops, as well as employee groups from some of our corporate partners. The Engineers Without Borders Challenge is the flagship engineering education program of EWB Australia. This group project into socially and technically appropriate engineering solutions for an EWB partner organisation is studied by over 8,000 first-year engineering students within Australia and New Zealand. This introduces engineering students to the concept of humanitarian engineering from the very beginning of their studies. EWB is looking for volunteers to help judge these projects each year, as the top 6 teams travel to Melbourne to present their work at EWB National Conference each November. Did you know that there is a 17-year gap in life expectancy between Indigenous and other Australian children? That the life of an Indigenous child is likely to end significantly earlier than a non-Indigenous child's? EWB's Indigenous Focus Nights are all about raising awareness and knowledge of Indigenous history and culture, changing attitudes that are often based on myths and misunderstandings, aiming to build a better relationship between all Australians as a first step in reconciliation, and bridging the unacceptable life expectancy gap between Indigenous and non-Indigenous Australians. We follow such screenings with thoughtful discussion, prompted by small workshops and thought-provoking questions. There is mountains of information on Indigenous culture and history out there, and we'd love to share this with WA members. These events are run monthly at Engineers Australia, and details of the upcoming event are available on the WA chapter website. EWB runs an undergraduate research program where final year engineering students can complete their thesis unit through a real EWB project. These projects generally run for 2 semesters and involve liaising with both EWB National and your local chapter. Some past undergraduate projects have focused on assessing drinking water in Timor-Leste, the management and maintenance of water supply in Tenganan, Bali, renewable energy in Humla, Nepal, and the design of a floating latrine system on the Tonle Sap in Cambodia. These projects are an amazing way of contributing to our goal of engineering for better social and environmental outcomes, as well as gaining valuable experience within the development sector. In November each year, EWB hosts its annual national conference in Melbourne. The conference represents the premier gathering of engineers working or interested in international aid work, sustainable development, design and technology. Student and professional delegates converge on Melbourne over 3 days for presentations from internationally renowned speakers and to attend thought-provoking and interactive displays and workshops. If you would like to be involved in any of these initiatives or would just like some more information, feel free to email the WA chapter or have a further look around the website.